FC Barcelona. From this day forwards, I will no longer be calling you guys that. No. From today forwards until things change, FC Barcelona, for me, will be hereby known as Entertainment FC. Entertainment FC. That's all they do, is they entertain. And thank you. Thank you. Oh my goodness, defensively, is it great? Absolutely not. But we do not care. In terms of as neutrals, Entertainment FC. Thank you for the successful hate watch. Thank you for smacking this, I'm going to go and say, demonic club. Thank you for allowing them to go trophyless with Mbappe. They promised us Mbappe's coming to them. We've got Anthony, Bobby Charlton. We've got Vinny, future Ballon d'Or, belly goal. Football's done. Club football's done for the next 5 years. Trophyless season. Trophyless season. Thank you, Barca. Lamine Yamal, 𝙭, Lewandowski, Ferran Torres, Pedri Gonzalez, Jules Koundé, Chesney, everyone. Hansi Dieter Flick. Thank you. Thank you for this Real game, the Inter away leg, and the home leg, even though you guys knocked out. Thank you. Thank you for the entertainment. Merci pour le divertissement. Thank you. I'm saying this as a PSG fan. Thank you for entertaining us. This is what football is about. It's about entertainment at the end of the day. Merci. Thank you, coolers. Thank you, coolers. Wesh. 4-3. 4-3. I've said my bit on Barca. What a game by them. And you can't say it's not deserved. It's not deserved. Quickly looking at the stats. First and foremost, the momentum. The momentum of this game. Moments for Real Madrid. Other than that, all Barca. This moment hit them here. Not even a sliver for Real Madrid. From the 17th minute to halftime. This is huge waves of momentum for Barca. This is, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You go and you look. Based on this, 4.21 XG to 2.66. Dare I say, let me come back. When the second half came around, not gonna lie, if Barca, y'all should be a bit dissatisfied. Y'all should have beat these guys 6-2, based on how things were going. Dare I say, you guys need to be more hungry. Kill them even more. Kill them even more. I need to be seeing the scores that we were seeing back in the prime Messi days. 5-0s, 6-2s. In fairness, you guys have done it this season. But still, wesh, 4-2 on aggregate. You think that Rafinha misses a white twice. 2 open nets. Ferran Torres misses a one-on-one. This game could have been 7. This game could have easily been 7. Lamine Yamal, je suis désolé. Lamine Yamal. Hey, if it wasn't for me being a PSG fan, even the Doué hype, I calm him down. But what I Désiré Doué, that's my guy. French as well. But Lamine Yamal, hey, listen, if you want to come to a club that properly functions, that doesn't have any money problems, the wages too, Champions League contenders as well. Hey, the door to PSG, it's open at any time. Just make the phone call. Hey, you'll be following the steps of greats. Neymar went there. As I said. Messi's gone there as well. Dembélé, you want to win the Ballon d'Or? You know where to come. Lamine Yamal, hey, you know who to get on the phone with. You've been to Paris before. You enjoy the city. Yeah, just make the call. We'll be ready anytime. There's a spot for you right on that right wing. Open for you at any time. Just come on in. But wow, Lamine Yamal, I was not aware of your capacities. I was not aware of your potential. Lamine Yamal. Wesh. 17 years old. Whack. Nah. Even though I think at times the PR for the Ballon d'Or push, it's a bit over-exaggerated. But I can understand it. Hey, listen, if I was a Barca fan and I'm seeing what he's doing week in, week out, not gonna lie, I'd probably be deluded too. I'd probably go and say Lamine Yamal Ballon d'Or as well. I'd be deluded too. The way this guy be moving, shifting, inside, outside. The outside of the boot pass. The Travella pass at 17, he's mastered it. Wesh. Les gars, mais c'est trop fort. Lamine Yamal, je m'excuse. I am sorry. I was not aware of your potential. Wesh. At 17, this guy is easily No doubts, top 10 in the world, no doubts. Probably top 5 in the world. And you could make a push. Top 3. Ah, Lamine Yamal. Franchement, trop fort. What a performance by you. But going on into the game, it's time to cook some people. It is time to cook this disgusting, demonic club. Real Madrid Club de Football. The Real Madrid Club de Football. And before I go and cook them, everything I say here applies to everybody at Real Madrid about one player. And that is him. The player who a lot of things are coming under. But the man who has scored a hat trick against Barcelona. The man who in his first season has scored not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 goals against Barcelona in El Clásicos in 4 games and has not won a single one. Not won a single one. 5 goals in 4 games. And not even the only one of them is a pen. Kylian Mbappé Mobutu Lotin. You are excused. You did your job. You fought hard. You understood what the Real Madrid jersey was about. And the Fugaziness and everything. With that, hey, I'm not forgetting that Fugazi penalty. But apart from that, hey, nothing can be said wrong about you. You were there. You fought. Tu t'es battu pour le maillot. You fought for the badge. So you are excused of any insults. You played great. You did what you needed to do. You did your thing. Excusing them. Talking to all the other Madrid players, guys. Real Madrid and seasons past were known to, with Real Madrid, when you're up, a lead is never safe with Real Madrid. They talked 90 minutes is long at the Bernabeu. They talked, if it ain't over, it ain't over. Only for them, 2-0 up in this game. 2-0 up in the 20th minute. To then go at the end of halftime and be 4-2 down. You went from being 2 up to 2 down in the span of 45 minutes. Guys, is it guys, hey, maybe I'm being blasphemous here. But guys, are we not on the time where we need to start asking, do Real Madrid have the bottle gene? Maybe playing, the PSGs, the Arsenals, these clubs, maybe they've gained the bottle gene. I don't know. Maybe, it's a virus. It's a virus. They weren't aware of it and it's just popped up now. The bottle gene, 4-2-0 up. You think La Liga is back on. Things can be played. Barcelona lose against Inter, lose against Real Madrid at home. La Liga, c'est chaud, hein? It goes down to the wire. No, it was a facade. Real Madrid masquerading. They made you believe. They made you think maybe l'espoir. No, right back down reality. Slap across the face. Right back down reality. 4-2 at the end of halftime, and it could have and should have been more. Iliga, the people, we need to start cooking some people. Yes, there's injuries. Yes, this, that, and the other. But no, I'm sorry. When you guys were pretending and going and telling me club football is done for the next 5 years, and Mbappe this, we're winning 3-peat Champions Leagues, to go trophy list, talk now. We're at sortie. What are you going to say now? Talk now. Yes, you've had injuries, but the squad selection, this is one of the most disastrous squads made ever. At least PSG, hey, when we had our M&M era, we went to Galacticos, hey, at the very least, we were winning league titles. Okay, yes, we're getting knocked out in the Coupe de France, this is Fugazi stuff, but we were winning league titles. Not even in the league. At points, you guys were ahead. And you let it slip. Wesh. The money, it's there. The fugaziness, it's there. The paying of the ref, it's there. And y'all still can't win the league title. I'm going to go and start saying it. Real Madrid have entered into Bottle FC territory. I am shocked myself. As somebody with a huge Madrid agenda, even I can go and say they have the bottle gene. But now, guys, it's unquestionable. 2-0. Even in the Copa del Rey final, they were leading. Lost it. Bottle FC. Four games against Barca this season. 4 losses. 4 losses. All right, that you already said that's bad. Okay. No, it gets worse. In that time, 16-7 on aggregate. 16-7 on aggregate. Madrid are averaging, conceding 4 goals a game against Barca. 4. Barca probably don't average that against, some mid-table La Liga teams. 4 goals a game you're conceding. Liga, this is a calamity. The construction of the squad is disgusting. Yes, I know you guys only had one real left center back, and this guy's 22. Yes, you're having to play Tchouaméni out of position. Yes, you lost your starting right back. Yes, your left back is also injured, and you're having to play Fran Garcia. But still, this is Real Madrid. You guys are supposed to have, you guys have all the money. You guys can have a deep squad. Where's all this? The Alabas, where are all these players? Ils sont où? Ils sont passés où? What happens? ¿Qué pasa? Even in terms of goal scoring. Vinny, what has happened? Went from being a Ballon d'Or contender last year to now potentially people want him out of the club. Nah. Oh no, in terms of one of the biggest just declassifications of a player going on being, people were saying, oh, rob Ballon d'Or, rob this, rob that, to now, is Vinny even top 30 Ballon d'Or? I don't think he is. Is Vinny top 30 players in the world right this season? Genuinely, chat, I'm not even saying this to rage bait or anything. I do not think Vinicius Junior is top 30 Ballon d'Or this season. Oh là 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 là, mais les gars, c'est fou. Kylian Mbappe, for all the hate. Yes, he's come to Madrid and they lose, but is it his fault? I have some aspects, yes, the defending, not defending, so on and so forth. But you go and you think, this guy now with the 3 goals against here in a hat trick, this guy is number 1 in terms of goal scoring in La Liga. He's the Puchichi leader, ahead of Lewandowski, ahead of the high-flying Barcelona squad. With the Real Madrid squad, which the construction is terrible. And despite having a poor first half of the season, this guy is delivering. He's doing his bit. You can't ask more from him, at least in La Liga. Yes, you can go and you say in the Champions League, so on and so forth, but he is doing his part. Vinny, you were meant to be Ballon d'Or. You were meant to be the heir apparent. What's happened? Big players are supposed to be there in big moments. I thought you were a moments player. Champions League final, semifinals, where were you? Where were you? Now getting cooked, thumped. 4-3, and in fairness, 4-3 flatters Real Madrid. 4-3 flatters Real Madrid. Because honestly, if I'm Barca, I'm saying it should have been 7 or 6. Minimum. The fact that you did not score a single goal in the second half. Yes, you scored the Fermin Lopez goal that was ruled for offside, and we'll get onto the referee and calls and everything, so on and so forth. But you're lucky. Real Madrid, hey, vous là. Hey, vous. Carlo Ancelotti, listen, I don't want to go. I respect Carlo. Thank you for what you've done to football. Great manager. I love the personality, but it's time for you to go. It's time to go. Thank you for your services, but pack your bags and we'll get a nice chauffeur for you. Nice heated seats, a limousine even to get you to the airport to take your flight to Brazil, most likely for the Brazilian national team. But thank you for your services, but it's time to move on because the tactics, they not be tacticking. I said it before. Real Madrid, like the French national team at times, is Inshallah. Si Dieu le veut. If God wills it, we win. No tactics, no set plays, no patterns of play. It's I put the best players on the pitch and we do your thing. Inshallah. Si on passe, if God wills it, we go through. That's all it is. Les gars. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. People were going and talking about, how are you going to go and fit this, that, and the other? This is worse. I think this squad selection, this squad construction is worse than the M&M PSG. Because they was up, but there was some fluid football being played. If you want to go, you can go and blame the defensive side of their game and everything and so on and so forth, and the link between the midfield and the attack with that PSG era. But when Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe were linking up and doing stuff, it was fluid. It was, dare I say it, maybe this may be blasphemous. At times, it was even looking better than MSN. At times, it was looking better than MSN. The way they were linking up, etc., so on and so forth. On the defensive end, they non-existent. But they were linking. This Madrid front three, the Rodrigo, Vinny, Mbappe, and And realistically, I don't even put Rodrygo. It's just Vinny and Mbappe together. It don't work. It don't work. They've tried it. You put Vinny with Rodrygo, they work. You put Mbappe with Rodrygo, they work. Vinny, Mbappe, access denied. It does not work. Ça passe pas. And I think genuinely, do we need to have the serious conversation? I know at times we're going and saying, Vinny needs to leave, Mbappe, the dictatorship. But now we're not on a point where Vinny or where one of them genuinely needs to leave. And if it's one of them has just scored 38 goals this season. And yes, was not there in the Champions League when he needed to be there. But even in that tie against City, he was there. He delivered. He did what he needed to do. And the other, especially this game, Vinny. Oh my goodness! I mean, we can have a look here on FotMob. I mean, he did get 2 assists in fairness today, and okay, he's done well. But bar that, I'm sorry, some of the stuff in that game disgusting. The touch is awful. The choice is awful. He gets 2 assists, and I'm not gonna lie, 7.9 flatters him extremely well. He should be. You see Vasquez, he should be in this territory. Like Asensio, what he's going at, he should be out. He should be on a 5. No more than a 5. No more than a 5. No more than a 5. Vinicius Jr.'s performance today, disgustingness. Dégueulasse. Awful. Generational stinker. I know, listen, the 2 assists stat pad, they masquerade over the actual performance. Now, maybe I didn't catch the first 20 minutes, so maybe he was cooking then. I know that's where he got one of his assists, so fair enough. But when I was watching, the guy, she did really nothing. At least Mbappe, he was getting in behind. Yes, he was getting caught offside and so on and so forth and trying to win Fugazi penalties, but he was doing something. Vinny, not even dribbles. I mean, I want to go and see, did he, how many, maybe I'm overanalyzing this. Successful dribbles. Nah. You think Vinicius Jr. is supposedly one of the best dribbles in the world? 2 dribbles completed. First and foremost, only attempted 2 dribbles. That's crazy. But of those 2, 0. Not a single dribble attempted. Compare that to his counterpart, Lamine Yamal. 7 dribbles attempted, 4 successful. And this guy would want to be Ballon d'Or. What kind of form? What are you talking about? The only Ballon you're talking about is going to be the ones at training with the B team, with these performances, or the Ballon is the Ballon in Saudi. Because I'm not even sure I believe this myself. Do you need to sell Vinny Jr.? And if so, which clubs can realistically go and buy him? Because I mean, he's still on a contract. I'm not sure when his contract runs to, but they're gonna have to prime off. It's probably gonna be over 100 mil. How many clubs need a Vinicius Jr.? Realistically speaking, I mean, maybe like Arsenal, but is he gonna go all the way down to drop to Arsenal? PSG, we don't really need him. Well, you think City, maybe they don't really necessarily need him. I think they'd probably be more interested in Rodrygo. I mean, guys, am I being crazy or is it something else? Wow. Apart from that, like the rest of the squad, Vasquez, I mean, again, Vasquez like Carlo Ancelotti. Thank you for your services. Thank you for that penalty, the winning that. I'm saying thank you. If I'm putting myself in the shoes of a Madrid fan, I'd go and say thank you for winning that Fugazi penalty against Juve. Thank you for scoring that penalty in the 2016 final. But apart from that, like Nacho, thank you for your services. Pack your bags and get out. Luka Modric, thank you for what you've done to football. Thank you for all the things, the passes, the elegance. But sir, you are 39. You are on the wrong side of 25, let alone 30. Sir, Luka Modric, thank you, but pack your bags and get out. It's time to go. It's time to go. People like you're holding spots for someone like Arda Güler, who, okay, that doesn't have his best performance, but when he's only played, realistically, in the last 3 games where he's gotten significant minutes, what do you expect him to do? He's not. You need rhythm. You need, a set of games to get into the mood, etc., so on and so forth. He's not God. But wow, the squad construction. I mean, yes, in fairness, you go and you look, They've got Tchouaméni, who's a center midfielder by trade, and Araujo, who's only 22. They're using a winger as the right back. And no disrespect to Fran Garcia, but you can see that this guy is a second string player, and he's not a starter for them. And yes, if you go into their injury list, it's extensive. Antonio Rudiger, Daniel Carvajal, David Alaba, Eder Militao, Ferland Mendy, Eduardo Camavinga. Yes, they've got significant injuries. Where nobody is denying that. When you go and you think that, well, potentially you go and you have Trent, who's going to be replacing him here, Fran Garcia. I think they need to go get another left back. There was talks for Alphonso Davies and so forth, but they didn't pan out. But wow. You go and you think that they were in a better position last year. Last year, we said they lost Benzema. They had all this stuff happening, etc., so on and so forth. And you think, okay, maybe that year is where, you're going to see a drop off. But no, they won a La Liga title and they won a Champions League. And this year they go and they get, in many eyes as people, the best player in the world, Kylian Mbappe. And I know people are going to go and say, the first thing, even PSG fans yes, look, Mbappe goes there and, now PSG are in a Champions League final and his club went on the quarterfinals for the first time in 10, 14 years or something like that. And yes, okay, it's funny and fair enough. However, is part of the responsibility on Kylian, has some of the way he's played contributed to their poor form? 100%. You cannot deny that. However, is he the primary person that you need to go and point fingers to? No. Kylian Mbappe's got 38 goals this season. He's nearly going to have 40. By his standards, you go and you say that's a bad season. But with this season, yes, in more games, he scored more than Ronaldo in his first season. With this first season, Mbappe is the player who has had the most goals in his first campaign ever in Real Madrid history. So from his end, you're going in and saying, yes, of course he can do better, but he's done his bit. It's people like Bellingham, where were you? Vinny, where were you? Rodrigo, where were you? And I'm not going to lie, listen, I loved it. This is a taste of humble pie. These guys got cocky. These guys said, this is all the fugaziness, all the wire payments. God is a just God. So once again, I go and say, Barcelona, merci. Thank you. Muchas gracias. I'm not sure how to say it in Catalan, but however it's said, thank you for humiliating and humbling this demonic club. Because these fans, ils ont eu la grosse tête. They got big-headed. They thought club football's a wrap. No. Football has won today. And Lamine Yamal, what a player. And in fairness, today you go and you look. Ferran Torres, 3 assists. Dani Olmo, I thought I'm sorry, Dani Olmo for me is just you go and you think he's low-key feeling like a James. He had a great, even he's a fine player. And of course he's a La Masia candidate, etc., so on and so forth. But I'm sorry to go and say you're 27 years old. It's not like you're extremely young or anything. So you have that as your excuse. You've been playing at the top level as a professional for a while, and he's just ghosting in games. Yes, even in the intergame he goes and scores, but not offering enough in my opinion. And as comparing him back to James Rodriguez, he's a player who has, yes, he had a good tournament in the Euros, but then flops. But even then, Dani Olmo wasn't a starter for Spain. He came in the last couple of games because of how good he came in and whatnot and did that. I think that's what's done him. So for me, it's a 90, maybe 2 performances in that Euros that's gotten him into Barcelona. But guys, I'm sorry, this guy, I'm sorry, maybe Barca fans are gonna come at me and say that, but for me, Dani Olmo is not it. And especially when you think you have to break, you have to move heaven and earth to register this guy, and you need to let him go. Bar from that, another player, Rafinha, he does score 2 goals today, and in fairness, he played a lot, and a lot better today. But still, from the play, I thought he was a lot better, and especially when Balde came on in the second half, he was significantly better, and he looked a lot more at ease. But if you're the best player in the world, to be so dependent on a single fullback, yes, of course, your fullback is extremely important. But when I go and I think of Lamine Yamal, you have Koundé, his right back is not there. He's still performing. He's still doing his bits. So for me, in these last couple of games, of course, he scores 2 goals here, but he's dropped significant points for me in the Ballon d'Or race. For me, someone like Lamine Pedro is ahead of him now. Because yes, he's scoring, he's getting GA, he's got ridiculous GA. Don't get me wrong, he's got like 32 goals and 25 assists, which is crazy. However, in terms of the play, I watch him, the eye test doesn't pass the eye test for me. Does not pass the eye test. But yeah, just overall crazy game, crazy ridiculous game. And I go and I say thank you to my mom and my dad, my parents, for allowing me to be alive, to be born, and to be able to witness this Barcelona team. My kids and my kids will remember the entertainment value I got from this Barca team. Pure entertainment, pure joy. FC Barcelona, as I said before, Entertainment FC. Thank you. Thank you very much. And with that, that's the perfect assist to the end of the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching the video. I'm seeing here we are on 26 minutes. Thank you for listening to me to yap to a team that's not mine, for a hate watch that was successful. And by the way, congratulations to Barca for who am I at this point, or La Liga champions. Of course, it's not mathematically done. I think if you guys go and you beat, if you guys go in and beat Espanyol, I think it basically goes and does it, and you guys make it mathematically so that you guys win it. But for me, surely I don't see this team choking. Even though maybe in the past there's been moments you guys can choke, but I think you guys just are just too good. Even if you guys go down in that game, I think you guys are going to go do it. You're playing Espanyol, local rivals of yours. So congratulations to Barca coolers and Barca fans everywhere for, I believe, a 28th or 29th La Liga title, Spanish title. And guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys all for listening to me for nearly, pushing on 28, 29 minutes here. It's been a pleasure as always. Unfortunately, the stream today for the game was a bit late. I was late coming back, but I was able to go and still catch some absolutely crazy goals. And yeah, it's been a pleasure as always. And remember, stay safe, stay kind, and stay blessed. Godspeed.